Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Miss Byrd. Today we're going to talk about reflections and how to find the coordinates. So here is an example of a coordinate plane. The question says the point L at 2 and -4 is reflected over the y-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point L prime? So here this is pretty cool because they already highlighted the reflection. This is where the line of reflection. This is where the point will be reflected across. It's kind of like if we fold the paper in half, the fold will be the red line here. If it is not marked on your paper, use a highlighter and you can just highlight that and show that there's a reflection there. I'm going to go ahead and, well, here's the reflection on the y-axis. Okay, so we're looking for point L prime. So right here, here's point L, and if it reflects across the y-axis, that means this point is going to flip to the other side. So what you could do is just count how far is this point from the line of reflection. Here I notice that it's the units are going by 1, so it's 1, 2 units away. So from the line of reflection, I'm going to move it 2 units to the other side. 1, 2. So this is where it lands. This is going to be L prime. And this point here, you can see, is at -2. And when you count down, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is -4. So your point is -2, -4. Okay, sometimes your line of reflection is not on the y-axis or it won't be on your x-axis. So let's see an example like that. It says here the point F at -5, -4 is reflected over the line x equals -1. So here your line of reflection is x equals -1, and you see that they colored it red. So what are the coordinates of the resulting point F prime? So we're going to go ahead and count how far is F from the line of reflection. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. So I'm going to move 4 spots from the line of reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where the coordinate's going to be. And this is F prime. So the coordinate, you need to check what are the coordinates here. So here's the origin at 0, 0. So you have 1, 2, 3. This is 3. And then it is going down 1, 2, 3, 4. This is -4. So your coordinates are 3 and -4. Okay, so on this example, it says the point D is at 0 and 3, is reflected over the line y equals x. What are the coordinates of the resulting point D prime? Okay, so whenever you have the line of reflection looks like a diagonal like this, then what you could do is count the number of spaces the point is away from the line of reflection. For example, D here, if you look how it's diagonally across from this line of reflection, I'm going to count how many spaces diagonally it is away from the line of reflection. Here it's 1 whole square plus half a square. So I'm going to go that much away from this point. So I have half the square here plus 1 whole, which leaves me at this point here. That's how far it is. That's a reflection across this red line. So this would be the location of D prime. So D prime is located at 3 and 0. So D prime is at 3 and 0. Let's look at another example. Write the coordinates of the vertices after a reflection over the line y equals 1. So here's our line of reflection. So each point we're going to see how far it is from the line of reflection, and then we're going to move that number of spaces away from the line of reflection. So A right now is at 4 and -7. So here's A. So what I'm going to do is count how far is A from the line of reflection. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. So I'm going to move 8 spaces up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this right here is A prime. Okay, so I accidentally drew some lines here, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and try letter B. So right here is B. So I'm going to count how far it is from the line of reflection. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces again. So I'm going to go 8 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here's B prime. And then C prime, I'm going to see how far it is from the line of reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So I'm going to go 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the location of C prime. So I could connect my points and it would be the same shape reflected. And so the coordinates of A, if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, it's positive 4. And how far up is it on the Y? Let's see, you start at 0 right here. So I'm going to go all the way up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. So point A is at 4 and 9. Okay, so then letter B has to be, if this is 4, I'm going to count going this way, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So X is 8. And then it's going to be the same amount of spaces going up, which is 9. And then letter C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces for X. And from here, it's going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So point C is at 5, 5. Okay, let's try another one. Write the coordinates of the vertices after a reflection over the line y equals x. Again, this is a diagonal. So I'm going to count how far this shape is from the diagonal, and I'm going to do diagonal lines. I'm going to use my blue. Okay, so let's start with letter D. I'm going to see how far D is from the line of reflection. So I'm going to go diagonally. I have 1, 2, and a half. Okay, so here's my half. 1, 2. So this is where point D will be, D prime. I'm going to erase those marks because I don't want it to get confusing. So I'm just going to do that. Go back to my blue. Okay, now E right here is exactly 1 away from the diagonal. So I'm going to put 1 space away. So here's E right here. This is E prime. And I'm going to erase my marks because it gets confusing. And then I'm going to check F prime. So I'm going to go diagonally to the line. So I'm going to start here. It's 1 space, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. So here's the half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is, oops, nope. That's not going to work. I need to do that again because I lost count. So it's supposed to be 5 and a half. So here's the half. From here to here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here would be F prime. I'm going to erase my stray marks because it gets confusing and I don't like it. But if I were to draw my shape just so you could see it, then it would be more or less this. And that's a reflection across the red line. So if it was a piece of paper and I folded it at the red line, then the two shapes would meet each other. Okay, so the points, D prime is located at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a -5 and 0. E prime is right here. So from the origin, it's 1, 2 spaces, -2 and 0. And then F prime is right here. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is -5. And then, of course, going up, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Okay, so it's at -5 and 6. Okay, well, that's it. I hope that helps. Have a good day.